This is the Deseret News National Edition, when your family needs to know more.
Good morning. Welcome to the Deseret News National Edition. I'm Dave McCann. 2002, Salt Lake City welcomed the world for the Winter Olympics. This fall, Salt Lake will welcome the world's religions. The special parliament will be the first one held in the United States in 22 years.
Religion is a way to relate to what is fundamentally a mystery. In a lot of ways, that great mystery is the great equalizer. No matter who we are, how much money we have, how famous we may be, in the end, we're all still ultimately face to face with the unknown.
See, the core of religion is that everything is created from one. It's the same light in everybody. Everybody has good, everybody has bad. There's no such thing as good only. There's no such thing as bad only.
I was away from church for a long time in my life. For several Sundays when I came back, I found myself weeping as almost a newcomer to this place where people were gathered to try to be good. People were there to try to support each other in being good. And just that simple fact was incredibly moving. Still is, still is.
I truly believe religion at its core is that inner peace one feels, to have true serenity, to be satisfied with what life gives you, yet at the same time willing to stand up for the injustices that one sees. When you have that inner peace, you're willing to extend that out to the circles that are around you and have this beautiful ripple effect.
What the Parliament tries to do is to convene us so that we can learn that about one another and discover in that learning the possibilities for building a new world, a different world, a better world.
The power to convene is the power, I think, to sit together, the power to know each other, the power in which issues become people and then it becomes a whole lot more complicated.
You think your way of being in the world is the way to be in the world, and that person lets you know, oh no it isn't, I have a way too. And it's kind of like that when you get the different religions in the room, that you are enriched by that difference and you're challenged by that difference, and I think both are good.
When you have religions that have had historically been at war with each other for centuries, and yet leaders and members, practitioners of those religions can put aside their differences and find the common ground and can actually not just sit at the same table, but actually get off the table and work together for the benefit of the world.
To bring the humanity together, to bring harmony, to bring compassion.
To spread that notion that we are all citizens of one earthly home.
And that is the only concept, the only reality that's big enough to guide human living is a sense of interrelationship.
Brian Birch is the director of the Religious Studies program at Utah Valley University and is coordinating student involvement that week with Parliament. Thank you for being here. Good morning.
It's my pleasure.
How did Salt Lake get this?
Well, Salt Lake, as you know, has a reputation for being a remarkable hosting city,
right.
Very welcoming city. The success of the Olympics played no small part in the choice of the Parliament to host it here. But they also wanted to have it near the center of a world religion.
Yeah.
And given the growth and development of the LDS Church, they thought that Salt Lake would be an ideal setting to have this.
It's a who's who list of who's speaking. I know the Dalai Lama is coming. Who else is on the agenda?
Terrific. In addition to His Holiness Karen Armstrong will be another one of the what they call major speakers. She is the most well-known historian of religion in the world, arguably.
Right.
She just wrote a book called Fields of Blood on religion of violence, kind of history of that relationship. Eboo Patel, who's the founder and president of the Interfaith Youth Corps, probably the leading student involvement organization in the country. He was part of President Obama's Faith-Based and Neighborhood Partnerships Advisory Council.
And what are they all looking to deliver? What's the main goal for this religious powwow of sorts?
Well, they all come together from different organizations, different faith traditions, to help create dialogue, to help create a deeper level of understanding between religions and cultures and ideologies.
And do they see that in the past these things have really turned out great things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Parliament is the oldest and largest and most diverse interreligious organization in the world, and they have a stellar track record of hosting these events.
I guess the biggest issues with religions are when they don't talk to each other, and that's how wars start and never end.
Absolutely. And so this provides the kind of forum where people can be themselves, can develop deeper levels of understanding, and there is no effort to proselytize. It's really just an effort to share and to find ways that religious communities can work together on some of the very concrete problems that we face.
So how can folks on the outside get tickets to get in the inside of this event?
Well, registration is open. If you visit the website at parliamentofreligions.org, all the registration information is there, along with the program and the speakers and other information that I think your viewers would find of interest.
There'll be exhibits as well?
Yes.
At the Salt Palace, what will be there?
There will be art exhibits throughout the Parliament. There will be a sacred flame outside that will be tended by the indigenous communities throughout the Parliament. There will be faith spaces where each of these major traditions will have sacred space within the Salt Palace for people to do observances and prayer and meditation. There will be a film festival in the Parliament dealing with different issues of religion and diversity. So really a variety of different kinds of activities, in addition to over 300 presentations.
Wow. What do you expect to hear from the Dalai Lama? Has he been to Utah before?
He has. He came in the early 2000s, and his message is evolving, but really centers around one common theme, and that is compassion. And so I think that we will hear a lot about compassion and peace building in the 21st century, and especially in the complex world that we live in right now.
Well, we look forward to that grand event. Best of luck moving forward. You've got a lot to coordinate, and it looks like it'll be a very special thing here in Utah.
Thank you very much.
Ryan, good to have you here.